Go.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome. Third time is the charm. I just want to say that.
Just say that just yet. You don't know.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know, and I'm sorry. We have had some technical difficulties for the past couple days with this last video.
Yes.
This last episode. And let me tell you, it's not been fun. Okay?
No, it's not.
Let me tell you why.
Why?
We've had technical difficulties the whole time. I'm not happy with it, okay? We've had to finish this game twice. And that's not a bad thing. I like this game. This game's fucking awesome, okay?
Yes.
But going through the ending is so emotional, okay? It's so emotional.
It is.
I'm just not a fan of it. Fan of going through so much emotion. After the second attempt, I'm like, I need a break. We can't do this. We can't do this, 18 billion times. Can you stop?
Plus, you also needed to work.
I did. I needed to work the next day, and I mean, we're ahead of the curve right now. It's just I don't know what's going on with my recording. My recording's like being all fucked up right now, and I don't understand why.
Maybe it's because we haven't officially turned off your computer in a few days.
Yeah, I finally reset it, so maybe that will do it,
Yeah.
Alright, so... Oh, Jesus!
I'm like, probably
Yeah, I would like you to go through that, because that was actually really cool what you were talking about on our second attempt in this game, where you talked about the worst year... Wait,
worst year to be alive.
And it's not this.
No.
It's not now. It's not 2020, guys.
Yeah.
It would shock you what year it was,
Yeah.
This is before Christ.
No, it's not.
This is after Christ.
Yes. Anno Domini.
Gesundheit?
Anno Domini. Doesn't it mean year of our Lord?
Yes.
Okay, well anyway.
I was kidding. Go on.
The worst year to be alive, or so I learned from a video while I was watching. It covers a bunch of history stuff. Like weird history, I think is what it's called. 536. That was the worst year.
Really?
Yes. AD.
And why is that?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad you asked that $1 million question that I will be talking to you today about.
Well, to start things off, there
Go
was
on.
volcanic activity that blocked the sun pretty much around most of the world for about 18 months. That's over a year. Anyway, during this time, the plants were suffering from lack of sunlight, so they were unable to grow a lot of food that they were used to having.
Uh-huh.
Their wine tasted like sour grapes.
Ooh.
Terrible if you ask me.
Oh.
It
like sour.
wasn't good wine.
Oh, not good wine. Okay, got it. Not good.
So
Got it.
already, mark that up for, that makes it the worst year ever. But it gets even worse.
But it gets better.
No, it gets worse.
Oh.
A plague broke out.
Okay.
And because of everyone's malnutrition from the lack of sunlight and the lack of vitamins in their diet, thanks to the lack of vegetables that were growing.
Uh-huh.
And the infamous Irish bread failure also. But they did not have good enough immune systems to survive the plague. And the few people who were actually healthy during this time were left to dispose of the bodies, which probably made more healthier people sick doing that. And they would dump the bodies in seas and the ocean and whatnot, which they would later resurface all bloated and yucky.
Ew.
I know, good imagery, right?
Very.
But the one thing that really struck me during this whole thing was that in all these historical pictures that you see of the strong working class woman, her dress is ripped to the front, and she's always exposing at least one boob.
Wait, which boob?
I think.
Why does that matter?
I was just gonna answer you, but yeah, why does it matter?
I just want to know, which titty are we talking about here? We're talking about real things
I think
here.
it was her left.
Okay, just the left titty. Okay, it's
But
not.
this
that's
is
not
in
fair.
this particular picture.
That means she was a whore. You know that, right?
What?
No, it's just stop hitting me with paper.
No. You be
Okay.
nice to the women in history who had no choice but to expose their boobs while disposing of the dead.
That sucks. It's what we're living in now. You know. What can you say? You know.
Right?
Well, that was an interesting tidbit, you know, on the worst year. So it could be worse, guys. They went through a sort of a
Oh,
pandemic.
and another thing I want to say is that there was no toilet paper back then.
Yeah, we didn't wipe asses until what? Egyptian time? I'm probably talking to my ass here. Just help
Yeah,
me
you
out
are.
here.
I mean, they probably used plants and whatnot, but their plants were gone. They had to
Yeah,
use pine needles and
poison
bark.
ivy. And let me tell you, that shit stinks.
I don't-
And stains.
poison ivy.
And becomes
That's-
more rashy.
Talking about like more
Oh,
not
I knew that.
plant-based things. But
I knew that. Hey, look, I
Plant-based
found a
at the same
recording.
time.
Should we just play this sucker?
yes, I'll stop talking now.
No, you can keep talking. After this, you can keep talking.
April 28th. Marlene was right. The girl's infection is like nothing I've ever seen. The cause of her immunity is uncertain. As we've seen in all past cases, the antigenic titers of the patient's cordyceps remain high in both the serum and the cerebrospinal fluid. Blood cultures taken from the patient rapidly grow cordyceps and fungal media in the lab. However, white blood cell lines, including percentages and absolute counts, are completely normal. There is no elevation of pro-inflammatory cytokines, and an MRI of the brain shows no evidence of fungal growth in the limbic regions, which would normally accompany the prodrome of aggression in infected patients. We must find a way to replicate this state under laboratory conditions. We're about to hit a milestone in human history equal to the discovery of penicillin. After years of wandering in circles, we're about to come home, make a difference, and bring the human race back into control of its own destiny. All of our sacrifices and the hundreds of men and women who've bled for this cause, or worse, will not be in vain.
Heavy stuff.
Indeed.
Sorry, keep talking though. I like hearing you, you know? Oh, I got another recorder.
Let's listen.
Sorry. Alright, this is Marlene's recorder number 1.
It's 5:30 p.m. on April 28th. I just finished speaking with, I don't know, more like yelling at our head surgeon. Apparently there's no way to extricate the parasite without eliminating the host. Fancy way of saying we gotta kill the fucking kid. And now they're asking for my go-ahead. The tests just keep getting harder and harder, don't they? I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. And I just want this to end. So be it.
Damn. Sounds like Marlene's having a tough time even deciding to even kill Ellie as well because, you know, she doesn't want to.
Oh no. It's very sad. What a tough decision.
I mean, she's thinking about saving so many other people, though, against the one person, you know?
Yeah.
You think you could pull that trigger?
No.
No?
No.
Even if you knew you had the weight on your shoulders right now?
Like, if someone was, like, trying to force me into agreeing to let them kill you for a vaccination, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, fuck no. You can't.
Fuck no! We're not doing it! Not today! Not in position!
The stars are not in position.
Alright, we're almost... Sorry, we've done this like twice already, and now I'm like, I'm a fucking pro, and I'm gonna fucking kill everybody in this room.
Yeah, you got this.
Look at them, they're all like, ah!
And now you know you can't subdue the doctor either.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Actually, no, I could either, yeah, I guess whatever I decide to do, he's going to fucking die.
You could either kill him with a gun or a scalpel.
Which was more humane, though?
Probably the gun if you just shoot him in the head.
Spoiler alert, we're about to kill a doctor that's about to perform surgery on Ellie, so I'm like... on my first run, before that got scrapped, I decided to shoot him, but in the second attempt, I decided to go up to him and take his scalpel and shove it down his goddamn throat. And I felt like that could have been a better approach. There could have been a better approach. I could have just knocked him out, but no. Instead, I'm just all like, I gotta fucking destroy this man's life. Oh, wait, couldn't I just shoot him? What if I shoot him in the knee? You know?
Well, you definitely keep him from following after you.
That's true. That was a headshot. Is there anybody else I need to worry about? Oh, you. Yeah, it's always something, you know?
Yeah.
This guy's gonna die. Is he dead? Are you dead? He's dead now. Did you see that headshot? He's dead.
Yes, indeed he is.
He's dead. No, he's not. Hey. I don't take this shit lightly, okay? But fuck off. Sorry. I'm just really tense, you know? We've done this so many times. And I'm just like, I know everything what to do now. Let's go fucking save Ellie.
Yeah.
Not like oh god, we gotta save Ellie again.
Yes, not like that.
But I'm just like, ugh. It's just an emotional game. And the ending, like, I still get goosebumps at the last scene. I don't know why. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, look, another recording. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys.
Hey, Anna. It's been a while since we spoke. I just gave the okay to proceed with the surgery. I really doubt I had much of a choice. Asking me was more of a formality. I need you to know that I've kept my promise all these years. Despite everything that I was in charge of, I looked after her. I would have done anything for her, and at times here's a chance to save us. All of us. This is what we were after. What you were after. They asked me to kill the smuggler. I'm not about to kill the one man in this facility that might understand the weight of this choice. Maybe he can forgive me. Oh, I miss you, Anna. Your daughter will be with you soon.
I really like that, by the way, the controller doing that, because that's a cool technique. So like the entire audio log is on my controller, and I had to put the controller to the mic, and it's really cool that they implemented something like that in the game, you know?
It was very cool, especially considering I never realized that the controller had speakers in it.
Yeah, and I thought they were going to implement a mic too, but I think it's just speakers.
Yeah,
This
they
is
could get like a mic in there. Also.
I think in the
Pretty
new
cool.
DualSense controller, which is the new controller for PlayStation 5, I think there's going to be built-in mic.
Oh,
I think it's
awesome.
kind of cool. Doctor? Doctor, can I shoot you in the foot? Wow, he bled out
Wow.
quickly.
You killed him.
Guys, I could shoot both of you! But I won't do it, okay? You wanna know why? Because I ain't a monster, like you say I am. I'm just a freak. Like me!
Wow, I think the doctor who got killed by a shot to the leg is probably a freak. It didn't even look like it hit a part with the main artery.
You know, I could have put an arrow to his knee. That would have been a funny joke.
Oh my god, that would have been hilarious.
From the iconic Skyrim, I took an arrow to the knee.
Yes.
Ah, I gotta run.
Even those of us who never played Skyrim
Knew that fucking meme, you know?
right now.
I used to be an adventurer like you, until I took an arrow to the knee.
Yes.
We're okay.
Like, and he was like a guard. It's usually a guard that says, I'm like, but you're a guard. You're walking. You're not in crutches or you don't have your foot amputated.
You'd think it'd be like an old farmer or something. Or
Right?
an old guy at the bar.
I got that game on VR. I kind of wanted to stream a little bit of it, just show it off. It isn't really fun. It is really fun. It kind of changes the experience a little bit. So
Yeah.
but we're not talking about Skyrim. We're talking about Last of Us, guys.
Yes.
And we're at the end. You know, is that crazy? We're at the end now.
Yes. Cutscene.
Shh. Shh. Shh.
You can't save her.
You can save
Get her
her.
out of here, then what? How long before she's
How
torn to
long
pieces by
before
Patrick?
she's turned?
That is, if she hasn't
Sorry.
been raped and murdered
So
first.
much for the shushing.
That ain't for you to decide.
It's what she'd want.
There's this great alternative video that I showed you where they were doing the singing
Yeah.
in this scene here.
Know it.
I thought, like, that's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Eh.
I was just telling other people, look up the alternate ending to Last of Us, and it's
still
like
do the
really
right
freaking
thing.
hilarious. Where it's in, everyone's in mocap,
She won't feel
doing
it.
the scene, and they're doing it as a musical, and it's freaking hilarious. It's what she would have wanted, you know? Do you think he did it? I like how they give you the bait and switch real quick, like he's just driving off by himself.
Right.
But then obviously you're hearing it, you know? You're like, no.
Oh, she's going after my feet.
Just take it easy. Drugs are still wearing off.
Do you think he has her bag of stuff?
What happened?
Like bag of clothes?
Probably.
We found the fireflies.
I like how he already had the gun
Turns out
underneath.
there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done 'em a damn bit of good, neither. They've actually... They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking us home.
Aw.
Sorry.
Wait! Let me go. Please.
You just come after her.
So I know we've had 2 extensive sit downs of this ending, but are you ready to go through it thrice?
Okay.
What do you think of this ending for the third and I guess 4th time, because you've seen this ending 4 times now if you think about it.
Looks like we're...
But 4 times now.
I'm like, yeah. I had words.
You had words that you wanted to say,
Right.
but you think
Pretty, ain't it?
do you think what Joel did is the right thing? Let's start there.
Well, considering how Ellie was under the impression that she'd be able to learn how to swim after this and continue on with her life, yes, because they would have just taken that away from her without even having her consent to do so.
Yeah, it would have been like, huh, that's weird. I've never been over here where you just see the trees gone, like, or blocking the way. How did we get up here? Sorry, I got distracted.
Yes, you did.
Sorry, but yeah, I think he, like I said, I want to try, and we've done this twice, but I wanted to try to play devil's advocate, you know, with you being Team Joel.
Yes,
And
I'm
all.
definitely Team Joe.
And thinking that he did the right decision. I wanted to go over some points on how.
I don't know if it's the right decision, but it's the decision I would have made.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, we have grown to love Ellie just like how Joel has grown to love Ellie since the beginning of the game. You have two characters that probably couldn't stand each other in the same room, you know.
Yeah.
But at the very end, it becomes they build this love that only like a love between a parent and a child or gets, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's just it's interesting, you know. I love the whole entire dynamic, and it's in like this 4-act structure, you know, with you have summer, fall, winter, then spring, you know. We're still in the springtime now.
Yeah.
Trying to get here because after the winter, that terrible winter we went through. And
With the cannibals.
yes, I mean, I understand, you know, like you gotta you endure and survive, you know, because Ellie's been through shit and Joel's been through shit, you know.
Yes.
And I think about it, and I know Ellie would have made this sacrifice because that's just the person she is. And you were telling me in our in-depth discussion, you know, like we've come across very, very bad people while, you know, going through this entire game, you know.
Yes, we have.
Like so many bad things.
Like the
and-
majority that we've seen.
Yeah, and I
just
mean-
doesn't seem worth saving to me.
Exactly. And I mean, there were some good moments where we've ran into Sam, Henry, Bill, even Tess sacrificed herself just to get to, you know, get us here.
Yeah.
Everybody did. I mean, Bill's probably still alive, maybe. I don't know, because we don't know. But it's just, yeah, you see all those things, and then I wanted to go into like at the very beginning with Joel, you know, but let's save it for the credits.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see this final scene. Hopefully for the last time.
I got you.
Hopefully.
Give me your hand. All right, come on.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston, back when I was bitten, I wasn't alone. My best friend was there, and she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So, she says, let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
You don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear
but
to
it's-
me. Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay?
Still, I don't. Third time, I still get freaking goosebumps. I don't know why. It's just the entire. It's the story. It's the characters that does it for me.
Yeah.
You know, you have Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson pulling the the best acting I've ever seen in video games.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so good.
It's really good.
Oh man, good. Can we just clap real quick? Naughty Dog, thank you
Yeah.
for this game. I know it's 7 years too late. I mean,
It's still a masterpiece.
I know it's a masterpiece. I bought an entire PlayStation 3 just to play this game. Back when it came out, because I've heard how great it was. I never even had a PlayStation 3 at that point. I never did. I never played any of the other games associated with Sony in the PlayStation 3 era, so I was like, you know what? I got Last of Us first, and I was like, you know what? I've never played any of the Uncharted games, and then I played all 3 of those. And then the 4th one when it came out on PlayStation 4, but then and then I got like the Jack collection from I got every Naughty Dog game that was on the PlayStation 3 at that time.
Yeah.
Just to be like, you know what? I love this game. I'm gonna play the rest of their stuff, you know. And I played Jack and Dexter on the PlayStation 2, so, but I just never played any of the Uncharted stuff until then, you know, until now. So,
Yeah.
but great game, guys, and we're really pumped for the sequel, which is in 35 days. I'm so excited. At least as the time of this recording, it's in 35 days. Just over a few notes that I still have that I didn't address, but I asked myself, what is a hero in this game, or what is a good person? Because if you think about it, like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate, so I'm kind of just thinking outside the box here, or you know, looking back, like stepping back and looking at it, you know, at a bigger picture here. If you think about it, the entire game, you're not playing as a good guy, you're playing as a bad guy. And if you think about it, at the very, very beginning, after Sarah dies, it goes to 20 years later, and he's with Tess, and they have no problem interrogating whatever his name was, Robert or something, because they stole their guns. And they were like, they broke his arm and they shot him in the face, you know?
Yeah.
Like he didn't even give it a thought.
You know.
But oh, look at the dogs, Pogo and Trumpet. They are company mascots. Morale booster and food patrol. Did you see that? That was cute. Very cute. But yeah, I mean, like there are some quotes I pulled that I wanted to address, like later on when Ellie and Joel get ambushed in the city, she wants to know, like, how did you know it was an ambush? You know? And he said, I've been on both sides, meaning he's been the ambushee and the ambusher. You know? And then, like, a nice dialogue is later on is when you're Ellie and David says, like, you killed my men when they were out for patrol, and Ellie's like, well, they shot first, you know?
Yeah.
And it makes me think of, like, I mean, we're not so different. Like, yeah, they shot first, but how many times did we go through so many other areas and just shot first as well? Because we had the high ground, or we had the advantage. We had the element of surprise, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, this doesn't make us a good person. And even by the end, what Joel does is a selfish move, but he does it for her.
Yes, he
But
does.
to some extent, but he does it for himself because he doesn't want to lose another daughter.
Yeah.
That's what she is to him. Is that she is another daughter to him, and he doesn't want to lose that. He lost that 20 years ago, and he doesn't want to lose that again.
Yeah.
And I understand that. I really do. Like, it is a selfish move. It's the need of an individual versus the need of the many, or saving of the many. You know, he'd rather save the individual that he wants the most over saving the millions he could save down the road.
If there's even that many people left.
If there is even that many, or if there's a
Hundreds.
possibility that this cure could have even been made immediately after she was dead.
Well, it
and
take
they studied
a
her.
long time for that vaccine to get out.
You're right. I mean, like, they said it wasn't. I think what the doctor's notes were, like, they were inside. It's all in her head, and they would have to study it. They'd have to do testing.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even know how long it would be before an actual cure would get out. I mean, like, you're looking at now about a certain global pandemic going on right now, and we don't have a site at the moment in real life, guys. Right now, as the time of this recording, we have a pandemic going on, a global pandemic. I can't say the word. I won't say the word, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's gonna be in the history books. But like we're maybe a year out on a cure, maybe.
Well,
Who
that's
knows?
if we're lucky and if we're studying the right thing.
Yeah. So it's like you never know how a virus works, you know.
Yeah.
I guess this is really hitting home for us, you know, just the fact that this is like a very recent, you know, debacle or dilemma right now. But I guess this is 20 years later and a post-apocalyptic thing, and
Yes.
but I'm just like, I was also thinking of myself like, what is a hero? A hero would save the world. They would think about the many than the few, you know,
Yeah.
if they had the chance. That's not what Joel is, you know,
Yeah.
in the scenario, because he is not a good guy from the start, and you see that throughout the entire game. I mean, you even see hints of it, even. I mean, if you're not just paying attention as much, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, and the choice at the very end, they don't give that to you as the player. It's because this is Joel's choice,
Yeah.
you know? This is a choice that you can either hate him for it, like, as a player, or you can embrace it. Because I'm like, if you think about it, you've played as Joel this entire time, and you've switched to Ellie a couple times. But yeah, you grew up with Ellie in this entire journey. So, I mean, yeah, in this entire POV style, you grew up to love Ellie just like he did.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
anything else before I think I kind of, you know,
Well, maybe in a world like this, you just need to save those who matter.
most to you, yeah. Do you think, and I've said this 2 times with you already, do you think Ellie knows at the end? Do you think when she asks him, swear to me, you know?
Well, that is a tough one. I'm thinking she's trusting him on this, but I don't think she is. But she might have an inkling. But another thing I wanted to say is that the world has been like this for 20 years now. People are attacking each other, you know, normal stuff, except on a larger, worse scale, I guess. Literally have a tribe of cannibals out there, you know.
I guess so, because I'm like,
People, like, forcing other people, like, to stay out of their cities or they're gonna kill you and all that kind of stuff.
and I'm sure you'd run into
And-
people that would rape and murder them too,
Yes,
you know?
exactly. And, like, after all this time, if you do find a vaccine, like, how would any of that change? Can't easily go back to the way things were before.
Maybe not, you know?
It's a new world now.
It is a new world, and like, if you see Ellie, she lived in it. She that's
all
all
she
she's
knows.
known for all her life,
Yeah,
you know?
she doesn't know anything
It's-
different.
I mean, yeah, unless you start growing a new generation after this entire thing, once it's all settled, you never know. I don't know. It's just harder to know at the end of this, you know?
Yeah.
And I'd like to think she doesn't know, but that's why I love this ending, you know? It's so ambiguous that you can just interpret it, you know? And I'm glad they left it where it is.
Yes.
And if Naughty Dog knows what they're doing. They would not be making a sequel to this game if they didn't have a story to tell.
Exactly.
And which I'm fine with. I'm like, I gave them, as soon as I heard this game was gonna be like the sequel, which we are going to be going into a in-depth review of the trailers and our speculations at some point before the release, and we're going to talk about our hopes, our fears, what we want to
talk about it all.
We're going to talk about it all from at least the trailer's perspective, and not go into any spoiler stuff that has been leaked. The entire game has been leaked, at least that's what I've heard.
Really?
Yeah, I heard the entire game is leaked.
Ah.
Online, and I only know one thing, and I'm not saying anything. She doesn't know. I think I told you, but I think you forgot maybe.
Yeah, I forgot.
But we're not going to talk about anything spoiler related when we get into that in-depth review, because I want to try to go into this blind.
Yes.
And I like to think that the spoilers that I've heard, or what I heard, is fake, or at least what's out there right now is fake, because I heard it got hacked through a server, and it could be old footage because it doesn't look all real. At least what I heard. I didn't see anything or hear what specifically happened, but I heard that it got hacked from a server, from hackers through an Amazon servers.
Amazon.
Well, because like you buy servers to keep up your games and stuff. I guess they bought, Naughty Dog bought servers on Amazon's company, and it got leaked or something. I don't know. It got hacked. So
Really?
I had to go more into it, but I tried to stay away from anything about the leaks. So I skimmed through like them identifying who it was and whatnot. It wasn't a Naughty Dog employee, and it wasn't from Sony. It was somebody else. It was they said individuals, so they said more than one person. So, but I digress. I mean, but I was talking about the sequel. I do know the game revolves around revenge, and that's the entirety, or like the concept of it is revenge.
Yes.
And to what extent, I don't know. Judging by the trailers, it looks like she is out for revenge on something that happens to her or to somebody. I don't know who. They've left that ambiguous, so we'll see.
Yes.
But we'll talk about it in the in a future video after we're done with this. After this video, we'll go into it before the part 2. So
Yes.
I don't know what else I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought from talking too much, which tends to happen a lot.
Even after you digressed, but sort of kept going.
The ending's so great, and it's ambiguous, and I love that they left it off like that, and I trust Naughty Dog to know what they're doing. So,
Yes.
Any other points you want to discuss?
Not that I can think of.
Well, I think that'll do it for us, guys. Hopefully this is going to work the third time. I'm
Fingers crossed.
really finger crossing at the moment that this is all going to go pay off for me. So we're going to end it there. Expect an in-depth review of The Last of Us Part 2 of our hopes and dreams and fears. And I do want to try to get out Left Behind DLC, which is the prequel-esque DLC to this game, which is only like a 2-hour run on the game, which is not too bad. So we could probably get a couple episodes out before then, just so we have the whole lore out. We have the game, we have the DLC. We're all ready we're pumped for the sequel. I mean, so that's in the works. We have Shadow of the Colossus right now running. I want to go back to some of the other games that were kind of on hold at the moment, just because I don't think we could have our attention and several eggs in a basket. I think 2 is fine at the moment.
Yes.
And then once we're done, we can carry on to something else, But there's some stuff we're going to go back to, some stuff we want to move forward with. We'll talk about later in another video, but we'll end it there. I'm crazed. You're tired.
And I'm Witchly.
You're tired.
I am.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Did you not get enough sleep?
No.
I'm crazed.
And I'm Witchly.
Signing off.